Hello, everyone. Good evening and welcome. And yeah, what's up with you? thanks for stopping in right away. That's awesome. We're here to continue season 10, round 3 of the Solo Crisis League. Lights a little bright. Let's bring that down a bit. There we go. So, season 10, round 3. Oh, what's this? Found out about Crisis 3 on eBay. New in box. 3 days. Wow. $160? I didn't know that's what I was playing with here. We'll have to see. We'll have to see if I get a new printing at some point, how much I can get from my old printing. But then I guess it'll be everywhere, won't it? Anyway, yeah, that's really bad. $160. Someone really wanted that, really bad. Someone had a trouble recently in the Discord getting just the Forever Evil base set. It took them a while to find it, and then they finally got in the mail like just in time for the last round to finish up. So tonight we are using Crisis 3, and I did not pay. I know I am playing with gold here, right? I did not pay $160 because I think I paid between the realm of $20 to $30 when it first came out, and here it is, still working. If I only knew, I guess I would have bought 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're using Crisis 3 tonight with Teen Titans as the base set. Teen Titans is being, one of the stronger base sets. I don't want to say it's stronger, probably. It's definitely more powerful. It's really easy to generate power through all the various ongoing cards and stuff you have in play, and do more and have a little bit more control over future turns than you do in other modes. Heroes Unite, I still say I would still maintain is the strongest of the base sets and definitely my favorite to play. But Crisis 4 has lots of ways of generating power and manipulating your hand. It's a lot of fun. You'll see as we play. We're playing with Crisis 3, and the theme of Season 10 here is least used. So this is the least used combinations of Crises and base sets, so Teen Titans and Forever Evil, not played together very often. And also heroes. So our options today are Tempest or Crisis Wonder Girl. I really like this type of choice because Tempest and Crisis Wonder Girl are kind of, I would say, almost even. They're not very strong in and of themselves, but they are really interesting to put next to each other and say, which one would you rather play? So let's just go over both of them. I did decide to go with Tempest, and we'll talk about why. Crisis Wonder Girl, once during each of your turns, if you control 2 or more equipment, choose a player. That player may discard up to 2 cards and then draw that many cards. So if you control 2 equipment and you have a couple cards in your hand that you don't really jive with, you're not interested in, you can just discard them and draw new ones. That's great, especially in that early mid game where you still have a lot of starters in your deck. And then there's Tempest. Each time you play an ongoing card, you may put a card of cost 5 or less from your discard pile on top of your deck. And the reason I went with him is, one, we're playing Teen Titans as a base set. So there's going to be ongoing cards out there. There's locations, there's molecular vibration, detonation, aqualad. All sorts of ongoing cards are going to fill up this little play area here. I've got this giant play area. I think I get to use mostly during Crisis 4 and Teen Titans game because of all of the ongoing cards. And what that allows us to do is each time you play an ongoing card, perfect, you can put a card of cost 5 or less from your discard pile on top of your deck. So what's that mean? I can put cards on top of my deck that I need for the crisis at hand. I don't have to cycle through my entire deck waiting for them to come out of my discard pile and get shuffled in. I can manipulate the deck in order to get them on the very next turn if possible. So we're going with Tempest in an attempt to kind of get through those crises more quickly. Series X, PS5, and Crisis 3. Yeah. It's funny. I had someone go through not that long ago. It's probably last summer, really. So I guess it's a little while back now. But someone went through to all of my Crisis 3 games, downloaded on all of them, and commented on quite a few of them with the same account, saying that these videos had nothing to do with Crisis 3. And he was talking about Crisis 3, the video game, spelled with a Y. I didn't know how to respond to that. I just said that's a totally different thing. This is Crisis 3, and I linked to the game. But he still disliked all of my Crisis 3 videos, so woohoo for that. But anyway, yeah, Tempest is fun. I'm looking forward to it. On the Xbox Series X and PS5 now, I am in the market for those. I always take a look to see if I can find one, but I just can't. I've tried a few times, and each time it's like I don't have the time to check every couple of hours on like the random Thursday afternoons they're supposed to come in stock. So we'll see how it goes. Someday. I guess the thing I really want is Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, and if I get it on the Xbox, I think it transfers to the Series X as long as I get the right version. So that's the way I'm going to go, at least for now, because that's the one game so far that I'm like, oh, I really want it. So this is Crisis 3. So we got This World Is Ours and The Outsider in play. This World Is Ours is when you buy or gain a villain from the lineup, gain a weakness. To beat it, we have to contribute 4 heroes. So that can be, a bit of a problem. We have to gear the villains to get rid of it, so we have to take those weaknesses. And we don't have a character, we don't have Detonator right now, but maybe we will early like we did in our last attempt, so we can get rid of those weaknesses right away. And then the Outsider is in play. So players cannot destroy starters. So if I get that copy of Detonator like I really want, I can get rid of those weaknesses, but I'm still stuck with those 10 starters. Let's see. Oh, and plus, since we are playing Crisis 3 without Forever Evil as the base set, we do get 1 victory point for every villain we defeat. So that's a good news thing. We can use that to our advantage. So let's see what else we got. Black Masks. We already got 1 villain. That's 1 weakness coming up. Geokinesis. Savagery I like to see, especially in a situation where we're going to be getting a lot of VP and not much to spend it on. Zookeeper. And Phobia. That is a lot of villains. That's a lot of villains. Oh, on $600. Wow. Yeah. I mean, I guess with that expansion, you definitely you didn't get screwed or anything. So that's good. It's just I was actually a GameStop manager during the launch of the Xbox One and PS4. I worked that midnight launch. I worked for probably a year and a half after that launch. This was not as big a problem. We sold the systems out within the first week, but then they restocked the next week and the week after that and the week after that. We were very rarely, if ever, sold out. The problem everyone had at the time was that everyone had a new console, but there were no new games coming out. So that was the problem everyone had then. Now it's no one can get a console and there's games coming out for it. So I would not want to be in that manager's shoes now because I did not enjoy it then. I probably definitely wouldn't enjoy it now. 2, 3, 4, 5 cards here for my opening hand. Looking at 1, 2, 3, and a couple vulnerabilities. We're going to get rid of a villain and buy Savagery. Now, by getting rid of that villain, we do gain a weakness, and we get a victory point. Yeah, it really is. It's that chip shortage. I was talking about that with a friend the other day, and that's exactly what it is. There's no denying it. It's just, oof, it's messing things up for people, I'm sure. All right. So, kind of in the same situation here. I got Black Mask available to me. What do we got power-wise? Looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 power. I'm actually going to get a kick so we can get some extra power here. So we already got a weakness on that last turn, and all we did was get rid of a villain, right? Oh, no, we also got Savagery, so there is that. Weakness and Savagery. All right, we got to get some heroes, though. We haven't seen one yet. Let's get a new card out here. Magic Bracers. All starters again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll use that to do what we did that first turn, get Magic Bracers, and say goodbye to a villain. That's a good way to handle that, I think. It is another weakness gained. Nice. I've been thinking about downsizing some stuff. I added a bunch of new shelves on that wall over there just to spread things out a bit. It was all very cramped in there. All right. We got Savagery here, so we can go 1, 2, 3 power. I could get to 6. Is there a reason to go to 6? Not really. I do want cybernetic enhancements. I mean, who doesn't? But we need some ongoing cards for it to have any real value. So we're going to go ahead and get a kick instead. All right. My next big purchase, though. since the Series X doesn't seem to be in the cards for me. Hopefully sometime this year, because I do want to do Border Wonderlands, but I can always do that in the Xbox One still. Regardless, my next big purchase is probably going to be the new Gotham City Chronicles expansion, or season 3 of it. They call it. It'll be on Kickstarter this year. I got the first 2 seasons here, and I really enjoy painting all those minis and playing the game. Sometimes seems to be more painting minis than playing the game, but what's new, right? I don't know if I'd pay 160 for it. I mean, more power to you if it's worth it to you. I'm just glad I already have it because I couldn't even imagine that. I imagine they'll do a Crisis expansion combination like they're doing with 1 and 2. I don't know what the holdup is with 3. It's so strange. 2, 3, 4, 5 power. I actually don't own Ninja either, but I really dislike that movie, like with a passion. I dislike that movie so much, so I haven't even thought about purchasing it. I'm sure it's a perfectly fun game. It just reminds me of monkey towers and stuff that I'm just not into. Uh, 5 power gets rid of phobia. Another victory point. Another weakness. I haven't got any ongoing cards yet, so we can't use Tempest ability. But on top of that, we haven't seen any heroes that we need for This World Is Ours. We're looking at 3 power. I'll go ahead and buy another kick. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah, the two things I don't own are Batman Ninja and Arrow. Just because Arrow is probably my least favorite part of the Arrowverse. I'm not a huge Arrowverse fan in the first place. I really like the early seasons of The Flash, and I hear the most recent one is good, but the last one I watched was just awful, so I haven't even thought about it for a while. Oh, and the new Lois and Clark show, I hear that's good too. 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll get rid of Gizmo, gain another victory point, another weakness, and we'll gain a kick. I gotta slow down on those villains until I get a destruction card, I think, because we're really filling up on those weaknesses. Gotcha. I really like the Birds of Prey set to begin with. I like the mechanics of it, that rotation mechanic. But I'm also like, I mean, it's a Gotham based female led team. That's right up my alley. Trust me. That's definitely something I would enjoy. Let's see what we got here. Dick Grayson, an expendable hero. He is not a great character, not a good card in Solo Crisis. So that's something we can get to give to This World Is Ours. 2, 3, 4. We'll spend the VP to get to 6 power so we can buy Dick Grayson. It's worth it to spend that. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looking at the Colony, an ongoing card. That's good news for our Tempest ability. 2, 3 powers, all we're looking at, though. We're going to go ahead and get another kick. Miss Martian, another hero. It's that one that tears me apart, though, because I really do enjoy the Miss Martian card. I hate that I would have to give rid of This World Is Ours, but we'll see if that's how it pans out. 2, 3, 4, and 5. I want to get Miss Martian, or do I want to get the Colony? We'll go with the Colony for now. Miss Martian's not going anywhere. The reason I want the Colony is because we can start getting an ongoing card to use with Tempest. I don't think I actually need the shuffle yet. Nope. All right, 2, 3, 4, 5 power again. I guess we'll get Miss Martian. It's good to have that second hero already. First few seasons though, haven't seen the Lois and Clark. Supergirl was eh. But yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, definitely. Um, yeah, the Supergirl show. I only saw the episodes that were crossovers when they did that season that each season they did that crossover storyline, and that's the only time I saw her. The support she was fine as Supergirl. It was just the supporting cast was really dramatic. It was just all the things I dislike about CW shows rolled into like a very small package. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Daughter of Trigon, another one I don't want to give up, but I might have to for This World Is Ours. We're only looking at 1, 2, 3 power though. Let's just keep stacking up on these kicks. Just get those kicks just in order to counteract all the weaknesses we have. 2, 4, 5, and 6. We'll get Cybernetic Enhancement because we have an ongoing card now and a kick to supplement it. Colony Suit, there we go. What's good about Colony Suit, it's going to allow us to discard the ongoing card so we can use Tempest's ability multiple times. Here's Dick Grayson. We're going to give him that This World Is Ours right away. I only had 4 cards. I need a 5th one. Was there something stuck to him? No. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 power. We'll get Colony Suit, and we will say goodbye to Gizmo. Another victory point, another weakness. Yeah, it is beloved, and I will count myself among those people that really enjoy the team and the setting that they're in. But yeah, I get it. It's not for everyone. I really loved Gail Simone's run of Secret Six, one of my favorite comic series ever, and I've kind of been a fan of hers ever since. Mammoth, okay. Well, we can play the Colony, and when we do that, it's our first ongoing card we play. We've cost 5 or less from your discard pile on top of your deck. So we put a card on top of our deck. Is there a hero over here? Oh, there's no hero over here. We'll put Colony Suit over there, though, so we can use the power again next turn. And we're looking at 1, 2. I could get the 4 by spending a VP, but there's not really a point. We'll just move on. Flight Wings. Justice League Dark, yeah. I think the closest thing that we're going to get to Justice League Dark is Crisis 1. I mean, in that we got Constantine, we got Swamp Thing, we got Zatanna, right? We got all the staple Justice League Dark characters. I guess we don't have like Etrigan the Demon, stuff like that, but still, I think that's the closest we're gonna get. But yeah, that would be my ideal one too. I really like the magic, mystical side of the DC universe. Miss Martian, I don't want to give her up. You know what? I don't have to yet. We have only 1 hero of the 4 we need. There's no reason to give her up if I can still use her. So I will start with Miss Martian. So if this is the first card you play this turn, set your hand aside and draw 5 cards. Then at the end of your turn, put the set aside cards on top of your deck. So that's 1 power. We have 5 more cards. Should pretty much always use her if you get the option. Just so you can get 6 cards, right? 2 power. 3 power. We'll spend the VP to get the 6. I'm just going to take the VP right back because we're going to spend it to get rid of Mammoth and get a weakness, unfortunately. I've already mentioned it, but I think Secret 6 was probably my favorite. I really loved the Cats in the Cradle storyline. It was about Catman. You know, the whole point of Secret 6 is taking these like little known characters and giving them a platform. But I really liked the story about Catman's daughter being kidnapped and him just hunting down their killers or their kidnappers. It was really well done. Really well done. I also like the interactions between Catman and Deadshot the most. And I guess outside of Secret 6, I really liked 52. That was a fun series. I really enjoyed it. I wasn't into it like one monthly as it was coming out. Actually, I think that was a weekly series. Yeah, that was a year-long weekly series. I was getting the trades as they came out. I really enjoyed 52. All right, 2, 4, 5. We'll discard this to get the 6, 7, which will get us Daughter of Trigon. But other than that, I really like, Batman series, right? I guess that pre-New 52 era was my go-to. That was the time I was actually going to the comic shop every Wednesday. I was just in college at the time, and that's just where we hung out. After that, though, I kind of fell off a bit, with gotta pay for things that aren't comic books all the time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power. We'll get Titan's Memorial, because that's going to be really useful as another ongoing card we can use with Tempest. What about you? What are you into? We got Cybernetic Enhancement, but no ongoing cards right now. 2, 3, 4. Did I put a new card out? I think I forgot. Detonator is what we need to see. We're going to purchase Detonator, and it's going to start doing some heavy lifting. Two, 4, 5, and 6. I forgot to put a new card out again. Well, we'll just get rid of Copperhead for 6. Another victory point, another weakness. Shuffle it all up, try again. So that area before New 52, that's when Battle for the Cowl was. It was just after Final Crisis, the death of Batman, and that era where Dick Grayson was Batman and Damian Wayne was his Robin, and he was kind of raising this punk kid that no one liked into the character we all know and love now. That was really well done. That Grant Morrison run of Batman and Robin and Batman preceding it were really good. Introduction of Professor Pig, and yeah, big fan of that whole era. All right, gotta get a new card out there. Molecular Vibration. Okay, we're starting to see some ongoing cards. That's really good to see right now. 1, 2, 3 power is all we got. That's all we need, though, because that's exactly what I want. New card comes out. Energy Absorption, another must-have. Okay. First time you destroy a card. During each of your turns, draw a card. Each time I play an ongoing card, I can put a card on top of my deck. We'll put Molecular Vibration up there. And then we'll do with Colony. We can put a kick up there. All right, 2, 4, 5 power. Energy Absorption is the answer. Actually, let's reverse that. Hold on. Go back. We'll do 2, 4, 5 power. Buy Energy Absorption. And then play the Colony to get that on top of our deck. That's better. That's a much better use of my time. Okay. I still think we're short a hero. Oh no, we have Daughter of Trigon now. That's right. Oh no, we still need a 4th one. We only have 3 right now. Yikes. Okay, we're going to... We'll start with Energy Absorption, drawing a card, and then destroy one in my hand. Destroy a weakness, obviously. We'll put Molecular Vibration down. Since that's an ongoing card, we can put a card on top of our deck. We'll put a kick up there. And we'll go with 1. Already played this card. I could draw it a little bit higher, but I think we're just going to say it's a good turn because we destroyed a weakness. Cinder Block is out. Gotcha. Yeah, definitely. My only problem with Dick Grayson Robin was that era where they made him like a secret agent or something. You know what I'm talking about. That New 52 storyline. That was such a dumb idea. Such a dumb idea. All right, so we're going to start with Cybernetic Enhancement, getting us 3 power. Then we'll get another 3 power when we discard Colony Suit here to get the 6 power. 7, 8. With our 8 power, we'll say goodbye to both of these villains. Get another victory point and 2 weaknesses. Sorry, 2 victory points and 2 weaknesses. I'm nervous about all these weaknesses we're getting, but we have to have them gone when we get through This World Is Ours, right? So I gotta do something. Here's Daughter of Trigon. It's all yours. This World Is Ours. Tim Drake. That's unfortunate, but it might be our only option. 1. I can get the 4, but that's about it. And get 2 power here. We'll just end our turn. Could use Molecular Vibration. Let's do it. Let's do Molecular Vibration to draw a card. 3 power is all we're getting. I'll get another kick. Yeah, I think you're right on. I think we're talking about the same thing there. All right. Miss Martian here. I don't really want to lose Detonator, though, so we will go ahead and just not play her this turn. I'm going to keep her, though, until we see a 4th hero. Well, we might get a 4th one this turn. We'll see how it goes. First of all, Detonator goes down. No. 2, 4, 5, 6. By Tim Drake. Put Detonator down. That triggers Tempest to put a card on top of our deck. Play Detonator to destroy a weakness. That's better. That's better. Now we've got all the heroes we need, but we do have Miss Martian over here. That's right. The first time you destroy a card during your turn, which we just did, draw a card. We'll draw Tim Drake. Instead, no, we have to. Yeah, we're going to give him up. I don't want to, but I feel like I have to. All right. This isn't going too great right now because we're just swimming in weaknesses. Once we start using Detonator more regularly, or we see the other 2 or 3 copies of it, I think there's 3 total. Once we see those other 2 copies of it, we'll start taking off once we get rid of all these weaknesses, because we're really, no other way of saying it, we are swimming in them. 5 power. Gotta get a new card out. Miss Martian again. Well, we're gonna give her up. That's 4 heroes. We have to get rid of the villains, though, before we can finish this. So 2, 4, 5, 6. Get rid of Jinx. Another victory point. Another weakness. Gotta get rid of Shimmer. Once Shimmer is gone, we can end This World Is Ours. 2, 3, 4. That's the end of Shimmer. Another weakness, another victory point. But that is the end of This World Is Ours. But we lost a lot of good cards. Miss Martian, Tim Drake, Daughter of Trigon. Hopefully that Frankenstein card comes nice and early, because it's unfortunate to see those go. Here we go. Boomerang. 2, 4, 6, 7, and 8. Well, we want Cadmus Labs in order to trigger this more often, but I think I'm actually going to go... You know what? No, we will go Cadmus Labs. No, we can get Cadmus Labs later. We want Boomerang, because we want that 3 power. We need some high power cards at this point. Got a lot of low power stuff floating around. Vic Stone. Glad I didn't have to give him up. We're going to put Detonator down, allowing us to put a card of our choice on top of our deck. It's got to be cost 5 or less, right? Yeah, 5 or less. All right, if that's the case, we'll just make it a kick. Then we'll discard Detonator to destroy a card of our choice. That's another weakness down. Triggering Titan's Memorial to draw a card. 2, 3, 4. We'll discard this to get to 6 buying Cadmus Labs. All right, lots more ongoing cards floating around. Two, three, four. That's it. We'll buy Geokinesis because it's an attack card, and we might need that later. Lots of villains, man. Relentless villains. All right, first off, energy absorption. Draw a card, and I may destroy one in my hand. Which weakness, huh? 1, 2, 3, or the vulnerability even? We'll destroy this weakness. We'll get molecular vibration down, which allows us to put a card on top of our deck of cost 5 or less. How many cards are over here? 3. We'll put... Where's that location? Titan's Memorial is going to go up there. Did I just play this? I don't remember playing this. I must have. Maybe not. I don't think that was there. Maybe it was. I don't remember now. I've lost my mind. We have no power. That's our turn. Lost my mind. All right, the Outsider is in play still, so we can't destroy starters, but we're not gaining any more weaknesses, so that's the good news there. We also have enough VP that we can start using Savagery's ability pretty much whenever we play it. The only thing we're going to spend it on is Frankenstein, and at this point, he's pretty late in the game, so he's going to be pretty deep in this deck of weaknesses. I shouldn't say late in the game. We're late in the early game. We're almost done with the first villain. We've got a lot of junk in this deck because of all those weaknesses we gained and things we bought to overcome those weaknesses. Titan's Memorial's down. The Colony is down. 2 power here. 4 and a weakness. With 4, we can actually get rid of villains without repercussions. So we will get rid of Shadow Thief and get a victory point. Another copy of Detonator. Good to see. Okay. Colony Suit. 1 power. Discard this to get the 3. We'll buy Detonator. Then we'll play Detonator, which allows us to put a card on top of our deck, which will be Detonator. We'll discard Detonator to destroy a card over here, which will be this weakness. Put Molecular Vibration, allows us to put a card on top of our deck. I could discard it, but I think we're good. We're looking at 3, 4, 5, so that combination felt right. That's going to do some heavy lifting for us soon. Another victory point there. All right. Now that we're not gaining weaknesses, we can actually start making some real progress. We'll start with energy absorption, drawing a card, and destroying a weakness. That triggers Titan's Memorial to draw another card. We're going to play Detonator, which allows us to use Tempest to put Colony on top of our deck. Put another Detonator down, allowing us to put... You know what? Don't do that. Sorry. We'll actually play... I don't want to do that yet. We'll put another Detonator down. Because it's got to be our discard pile. If I could destroy something in my hand, definitely. But putting that down, we can still put another card on top of our deck, so we'll put Colony Suit over there. We end up with only 2 power. But one heck of a turn coming up. All right, we're going to start by playing Detonator to destroy a weakness. We're going to play the Colony here. Oh, wait, no. Since we destroyed a card, we get to draw a card first. Then we play the Colony, which allows us to put Detonator on top of our deck. Then we're going to play Detonator to destroy a weakness. Play Molecular Vibration to draw a card. Play it, allowing us to put Detonator back on top of our deck. So you see how we're using Tempest's ability to use Detonator over and over and over again and get rid of all those weaknesses. There's no weaknesses in my discard pile anymore. And then we'll play 1 discard Colony to get to 3 power with Colony Suit. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll spend the VP here to get to 9, 10, 11. We're actually going to get rid of Mad Mod and buy Vic Stone. Obviously, the Outsider was an option that turn, but I don't feel like I'm in the place to deal with whatever the next villain has yet. All right, what's in our discard pile? I need no more weaknesses right now. I mean, we could go ahead and get rid of some punches now, right? Start saying goodbye to some of those, and we've got the wiggle room in our deck, right? So let's go ahead and do it. We'll play. We'll put this Detonator down, which with Tempest, we'll use to put Energy Absorption on top of our deck. Then we'll play Detonator to destroy a punch. That triggers Titan's Memorial to draw a card. Energy Absorption draws a card, and then I may destroy one in my hand. That's a weakness gone. And I'll leave that detonator there, I think, for later. So now, power-wise, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 6 power. I don't think I put a new card out this turn. Static is going to be good for more destruction, so yeah, we're going for it. We're going for it. Miss Martian, okay. We're going to start by playing Detonator to destroy a vulnerability over there. That triggers Titan's Memorial to draw a card. Then we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 power. We'll use that to get Miss Martian here. New card comes out. Or Hold in Nowhere, defense card. Feeling much better about this deck each turn now. New card comes out. Black Widow. Black Orchid. First ongoing card down. Allows us to put one on top of our deck. Put a Detonator on top of our deck. Two, 4, couple vulnerabilities. That's a poor Hold in Nowhere for us. It's a great defense card. And now, in this discard pile over here, 1 weakness, 2 vulnerabilities. That's it. After the many, many weaknesses we had and 3 vulnerabilities, that is it. That's a good sign. You're going to notice some higher damage, higher power generation this go through the deck than we did on the last one. All right. Put Detonator down. Then it's 2, 4, 6, 7. That's Black Orchid and Madame Xanadu for us. 2 cards I've been eyeballing for a good opportunity to buy them, and there they are. Okay. We've got some real options here. We're going to start. What's over here? Okay. We're going to start with Energy Absorption, drawing a card, and we may destroy one in our hand. We'll get rid of this punch. We're going to play Detonator here, which allows us to put a card on top of our deck. We'll put Madame Xanadu there. We'll put Molecular Vibration down, allowing us to put Porthole to Nowhere up there. And then we'll play Vic Stone. Draw a card for each different ongoing card you control. 1, 2, 3, 4 ongoing cards. We're going to put the Colony down, allowing us to put another card on top of our deck. We'll do Madame Xanadu looking at this. Sure, Gizmo, you're going to the bottom of the deck. So 2, 4, 6, 7. Once during each of your turns, choose a hero or villain of cost 3 or less you control, put it into your hand. 8, 9. Look at this. That can stay there. We'll use our 9. Do I want to do this? Well, we'll discard Detonator to destroy a punch, which will trigger Titan's Memorial to draw a card. Oh, that's right. I left Black Orchid there on purpose. Oh, no. Oh, well. Oh, well, I tried. So we got to 11. Okay, we'll still say goodbye to the Outsider. But I have no defense card next turn. I forgot I set that up to have a defense card. Alright, we have to see whatever happens to us because we have no defense. Our new crisis is a permanent eclipse. Not a great time for that. I mean, I guess most of these cards, all of these over here cost 5 or more anyway. These two are cheaper, but that's okay. Value-wise, we're okay. Got to add a card to the lineup for the turn. So basically, we flip all the cards down. They all cost 5. When we buy them, they go on the bottom of our deck. And the crisis ends when the lineup is cleared. All right, so Permanent Eclipse is out. Let's see what's going on next. We've got Superwoman. Not good. Not good. Each player discards all villain cards in their hand. If you discard 1 or fewer cards, gain 2 weaknesses. Well, we have no villains, so we have 2 weaknesses gained. We do have Detonator, though, so we should be okay. We already added a card for the turn. We will start with Cybernetic Enhancement, getting us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. We will discard Detonator to destroy one of those weaknesses. That triggers Titan's Memorial to draw a card. So that's 5. 6 power of Martian Manhunter. Miss Martian. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I could... we can use Cadmus Labs, put this back into my hand. Get the 12. I could use Molecular Vibration to draw another card, but I don't see much of a use. So we will just go ahead and buy 2 cards and call it a day. All right. New card comes out, going blind. All right. We're going to start with Static, 2 power. You may discard an ongoing card you control. If you do, an additional 1 plow power and destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. We'll destroy the weakness over there. So that's 3 power total. And we'll go here 4, spend a victory point to get the 6, 7, 8. We'll use Molecular Vibration to draw a card. 9, 10. Okay, we can buy 2 cards. Gotta try and buy at least 2 cards every turn to make it worth it, you know? If you buy just 1, you just break even on Permanent Eclipse. So let's see how we do. All right, 2, 5, 6, 7. I could discard a card and get to 9. but there's not really a point. We'll just use our 7 to buy 1 card and go on to our next turn. Now we're going to start getting to those cards we purchased. See if we got anything worthwhile. New Titan's Tower, very valuable deal at a cost of only 5. Well, New Titan's Tower goes down, which allows us to draw a card. Also, first, it's an ongoing card, so we can put a card on top of our deck. Do I have any other kind of draw here? No. Since that's the case, I'm just going to put Miss Martian on top of my deck in case we're looking at a bad turn coming up. Vic Stone might be nice too. No, we'll do Miss Martian. Alright, so that's that. And then we're looking at 2 from Geokinesis, 4 from Demonic Summoning, 6 after Kick, 7, 8, and we can put cards we buy on top of our deck. And we can still only buy 1 card, though, so that's that. Now we can shuffle our deck again. So there's that going for us. Losing my voice already and only the second villain. It's a lot more to go. All right. Five cards. Got to get a new card out there. Okay, I'll follow my advice. We'll do Miss Martian with the ability to get 5 new cards and set those aside. So Miss Martian there is 1. And we're going to use Static here. 2, 3, I can discard an ongoing card. If I do, I get +1 power. We'll discard Cadmus Labs. We get 4 power, and we'll destroy this weakness. So 1, 2, 3, 4 power. Since we destroyed a card, we get to draw a card. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So close. So close. We can only buy 1 card, though. Let's shuffle these around a bit. All right. New card coming out. Let's get our next hand ready. Gotta put these back on top of our deck. It's always this weird deck that comes out of Permanent Eclipse where you don't know what you have, don't know what to plan for. We'll put Molecular Vibration down. That triggers New Titan's Tower to draw a card. Also, it triggers Tempest to put a card of our choice on top of our deck. I suppose I could do that in the order of my choice now that I think about it. But I will put Cadmus Labs back on top of my deck so we can do it again next turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get a victory point. That's only 1 card for us. New card comes out. New card. I already did that. Okay, we're going to put Detonator down, and I think this says they both trigger at the same time. New Titan's Tower and Tempest triggers at the same time. So I'm going to choose what card I put on top of my deck. We'll do Static, and then draw a card for New Titan's Tower. Then we'll do Cadmus Labs, allowing us to put another card on top of our deck. We'll put Miss Martian there. Then we're going to... I'm not going to discard anything right now. I'm going to wait for next turn. We'll go Static here. 2 power. We could discard a card. Oh, do I want to? Yeah, we'll discard Cadmus Labs to get the 3 power and destroy the vulnerability here in my hand. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I gotta keep trying. So Molecular Vibration draws a card. 9, I knew that's what it was. We use Detonator to destroy a card. Destroy a vulnerability here. That triggers Titan's Memorial to draw another card. Put this down, put a card on top of our deck. Oh, that's too bad. Oh well. Got to 9 power, that's it. Just shy of our goal of 10 every turn. Gotta get that 10. Or we're just gonna keep the Permanent Eclipse right where it is. Put Detonator down. That allows us to put a card on top of our deck and then draw a card. It's gotta be 5 or less. So we'll put Molecular Vibration up there. No, we'll do Cadmus Labs, which then triggers New Titan's Tower to draw a card. We'll then put Cadmus Labs down, allowing us to put another card on top of our deck. We'll put Miss Martian up there for next turn. No, we'll put Molecular Vibration up there. We're then going to use Madame Xanadu, 3 power. I'm sorry, 2 power. Look at this. We'll leave that there. Then do Cybernetic Enhancement for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 power. Discard a Detonator to destroy a punch, allowing us to draw a card through Titan's Memorial. Get Molecular Vibration down, put Detonator back on top of our deck. So 7 power, 8, 9, 10. That's at least 2 pack cards bought. I gotta shuffle that up. I know that's a Midnight Nurse, or Nightmare Nurse, whatever. Nightmare Nurse. I think Midnight Nurse. I think that's a Marvel Champions card. Night Shift Nurse, maybe, whatever it is. All right. So we're gonna put the Colony down, which is the card we're not really using. We're just using it to trigger Tempest's ability. So we're gonna put Cybernetic Enhancement on top of the deck. Because it's the first ongoing card we played, we get to draw a card. Then we're going to put Detonator down, allowing us to put another card on top of our deck. We're going to put Madame Xanadu there. Okay, Cybernetic Enhancement gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 power. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're going to play a Detonator to destroy a card. That's another punch gone. That triggers Titan's Memorial to draw another card. 14, 15 power. Look at this. He can stay there. 15 power. That's 3 cards bought. That's good news. Good news. Oh, and because... No, never mind. I was saying I could do Cadmus Labs with Madame Xanadu. But I couldn't do anything with the extra power. Yeah, it is looking all right. I've done a lot of thinning down though between using Tempest's ability and some of the locations I have. Detonators are doing a lot of work to the point that all the starters are going away. It's this Permanent Eclipse making me buy everything though. That's really it's really hurting me right now, at least in the deck building department. That's a pretty good start. We'll start with Energy Absorption, drawing a card, and destroying the weakness here in my hand. That triggers Titan's Memorial to draw a card because we destroyed a card. We'll go use Vic's Stone to draw a card for each different ongoing card we control. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards drawn. If this doesn't end Permanent Eclipse, I don't know what's going to. All right, we're going to put another copy of Molecular Vibration down, allowing us to put a card on top of our deck. Cybernetic Enhancements, pretty easy choice. Silent Armor draws a card. Play that for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 power. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, pay the victory point to get to 15, 16. Get rid of all of these. We have 1 power left over, and that's the end. Oh, wrong button. That's the end of permanent eclipse, though. We have 1 power. How do we want to handle this? Do I want to push it? Let's push it. I don't think we're going to get the 13 power. So is there anything worth destroying over here? I mean, there's plenty worth destroying. There's lots of kicks and stuff right now. What about, I'm looking, I have 1 power. I can get to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, discard an ongoing card to get to 8. Let's try it. Let's try it. We will use Molecular Vibration to draw a card. Hey. Okay, I can work with that. We'll do it again. So we're at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 power. We did it. That thick deck pulled it off. No more Superwoman. Yeah. This is the discard pile right now. Because of permanent eclipse. I'm going to try and stay on the bright side here, though. And say I've got everything I need for future crises. We'll just watch it get dwindled down. No defense card here. Now we have Zookeeper, though, the ongoing defense card, if I can put it down at some point. All right, our new crisis. Expose. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck in the lineup. We're going to do 3. Also a 4th card for the turn. When a card of cost 6 or greater enters the lineup, which 3 of them were, by the way, each player gains a weakness. You need to contribute 3 cards of cost 6 or greater. Yikes. Well, we don't have it in this hand. That I can tell you. Our new villain, Deathstorm. That actually is going to be really helpful. This is a good time to have Deathstorm come out. At the start of your turn, destroy the lowest cost card in your hand. Attack. Each player discards all cards of the lowest cost in their hand. So we have to discard Birdarang here, which isn't a huge loss. The bad news is, though, it's going to make us destroy the lowest cost, which is Zookeeper, which I didn't actually want to destroy. I wanted to keep that. Well, we destroy that. We'll start with Detonator here, destroying a weakness, which triggers Titan's Memorial to draw a card. We'll then play Nightmare Nurse, 2 power, destroy another weakness, and this time get 2 VP for it. We'll do Energy Absorb. Actually, first we'll do Silent Armor, drawing a card. We'll get Garfield Logan down, which allows us to put a card on top of our deck because of Tempest. I'm going to put, as crazy as it sounds, another weakness on top of my deck. Because then we play Energy Absorption, drawing a card, and then destroying said weakness. So we're only at 2 power. 3 power after I play Jericho. Didn't really... I guess we can play Cadmus Labs on Jericho to get to 4 power. Which we'll buy Hawk and Dove with, sure. There's plenty of good reason to play Hawk and Dove. What's the Crisis 3 listing? Not sure. I'm not sure if maybe you sent a link and it didn't go through. It's possible. All right. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, this is getting intense. Let's see what we can do here. Let's get some 6-cost cards out here. Unfortunately, I can't use Tempest's ability to get 6-cost cards. Okay, well, we can put Aqualad down. And then play... Oh, we have to destroy the lowest cost in our hand. Hold on. Well, there goes Birdarang. I'm not going to give up Vic Stone. That's just too much to say goodbye to. I might have to. We'll see what this cycle through the deck goes for. 167.50. That's intense. That is intense. No joke. All right, I'll put Aqualad down. Then do Vic Stone here to draw one. Oh, sorry. Aqualad triggers New Titan's Tower to draw a card. Then we'll do Vic Stone, drawing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. And I'm looking for cards that cost 6 or greater. Anything here. Here, you can have Silent Armor. That's all I got, though. I can put a card I buy on top of my deck, though, so that's good. So that's 2. We'll put Detonator down, another ongoing card. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 power total. For 11, we're going to buy Iced Over, and we can put that on top of our deck via Flightwing, and we'll buy a copy of Ravager. Because we're going to destroy more things, because there's plenty to destroy in here. But maybe after Deathstorm, because Deathstorm is going to take a lot out of us, I think. So we have to destroy the lowest cost in our hand, which is this punch. Not a huge loss. Here's Iced Over for Exposed. We need one more card of cost 6 or greater. What's over here? Now we've got a lot of kicks floating around, so we're going to destroy a kick. Destroy a kick of Detonator, which triggers Titan's Memorial to draw a card. And we got a kick. I'm trying to get 6 cost cards. So we'll play Energy Absorption, drawing a card, and we may destroy one in our hand. I think we'll pass on that just so I can generate the power I need. Oh wait, no, we can destroy a kick. We can afford it. Yeah, we're good. 2, 4, 6 power. Goodbye to Inertia. Villain's gone. New card. And we have to destroy the lowest cost in our hand. That's another punch destroyed. Thank you to Deathstorm. I was checking to make sure you didn't have a if that card costs 0. He does not have that type of ability. Just looking at my options here. We will, first of all, we'll do Energy Absorption, drawing a card. We may destroy one in our hand. Yeah, we'll destroy a kick just to start limiting them. We'll do Nightmare Nurse for 2. I don't know that there is a 0 cost card here anymore. There is not. So that's 2. 4. Let's look at this. That can stay there. I was supposed to gain a weakness for that level 7 when that entered the lineup, and then we would have used Nightmare Nurse to destroy it, getting 2 more victory points. So, 4 powers still, and then 5, 6, 7 when we spend a victory point buying Frankenstein. Now that I have Frankenstein, I'm a little bit more comfortable destroying, say, Vic Stone or something. Vic Stone, what am I talking about? That's his name, right? Why am I blanking on it now? Yeah, Vic Stone. Okay. I was thinking Vic Sage, but Vic Sage is the question. Okay. We'll put the Colony down, which we can use with Tempest's ability to put the card of our choice on top of our deck. Wait, first we have to destroy the lowest cost in our hand. We'll destroy this kick. So I feel like we have to put Vic Stone on top of our deck. So there he goes. We're going to destroy him, but we're going to get him back. We'll get him back. Get Molecular Vibration down. We're going to use that triggers Titan's Tower to draw a card. Here's Vic Stone. That is 3 cards of cost 6 or greater. It hurts a little bit, but that is the end of that crisis. We will use the eventual appearance of Frankenstein to get him back. Whoa, I've never even heard of that, honestly. I've never heard of that game. All right, so Exposed is over. 2, 4 power. We'll use that to buy Nanda per bot. Go on to our next turn. We still have to destroy the 0 cost cards the lowest cost cards in our hands. That's another kick destroyed. But we should be good because we have Cybernetic Enhancement getting us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 power. Draw a card. This would have been a much better 6 cost card to get rid of. 8, 9. If I discard an ongoing card, I can get to 10 and destroy a card over here. So 10, and we'll destroy a kick because there's enough of those still. 10 is the end of Deathstorm. Thank you. And then we get to 1 with another victory point. Oh, a victory point for Deathstorm as well. 2, 3. We're good. Could push a little further, but no point. Deck's got a lot smaller during Deathstorm there, obviously. I just want to get Frankenstein back and get some of that stuff from the destroyed pile. I'm going to take just a very short break. I'm out of water. I'll be right back, and we'll pick up with a new villain in Crisis. All right, we are back. That was only the 3rd villain, believe it or not. But I think time-wise, we're like halfway there now because going forward, it should go a lot faster unless we get stuck behind a Atomica or something. We have no defenses, though. We have lots of ongoing cards, but no defenses. What we need to do is use Frankenstein to get Vic Stone up there and just spam Vic Stone and Cybernetic Enhancements for each villain. And then hopefully have the cards we need for Crises, which we got a lot of through Permanent Eclipse. So we'll see how that goes. Releasing the Prisoners. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck into the lineup. 1, 2, 3. We'll also just do the 4th one for the turn while we're here. When a villain enters the lineup from the main deck, put a random villain from the destroyed pile in the lineup. We need to contribute 4 cards with cost 4. So we need a random villain from the destroyed pile. So I'm just going to shuffle this up. First villain to come out goes in there. All right, let's see what we got. It is Copperhead. We need 4 cards of cost 4. Our new villain, though. Ooh, this one actually is going to hurt because of the size of our deck, so maybe I'm not right about that halfway mark. Let's see. Players cannot draw cards during their turn. Each player needs to discard 2 random cards. We need to discard 2 random cards. The good news is that when we play ongoing cards, we can still trigger Tempest's ability. And there's 1 card, and there's a second one. Either one costs 4, so there's that blessing. We do have Miss Martian, but we can't use her of Johnny Quick being out there. Darn you, Johnny Quick. First off, we're going to start with Aqualad, putting a card on top of our deck. And we're going to put a 4-cost card there. There's a few in here. I think we don't need both copies of energy absorption. I think we're okay saying goodbye to just one of them. So energy absorption is going to go on top of our deck via Aqualad. We'll then use Colony Suit for 1. Discard. Hold on. No, yeah, we'll do Colony Suit for 1. No. We'll do Flight Wings for 2, which allows us to put the card we buy on top of our deck. Then Miss Martian for 3. Use Cadmus Labs here to make it 4. And then 5, discard Cadmus Labs. No, we'll discard Molecular Vibration. They can't really use it anyway. To get to 6, 7. We can put cards we buy on top of our deck. So I'm going to put Chlorokinesis on top of our deck, so that we have a 4-cost card there. And we'll buy a copy of Cat-like Reflexes because we're probably going to need it later. So we set it up so that we have 2 4-cost cards here. That's the good news. That's a villain. Whenever a villain enters, we have to add a random one from the destroyed pile. So shuffle it up, figure out what we got here. It is Shadow Thieves. We're really filling up in them villains out there. We have 2 4-cost cards to give up. So we're halfway there. We can put molecular vibration down, which allows us to put a 4-cost card on top of our deck, like Flight Wings here. And put out Detonator, which again allows us to do the same. I'm going to put Static up there, I think. Okay. And then we only have 2 power for the turn. We'll buy Shapeshift for that. No, we'll get rid of Hive Agent. Get another victory point for it. Start working our way down those villains, because next turn we have the 2 4-cost cards we need to end this crisis. But we have to hear the villains to really finish it off. And Johnny Quick not allowing us to draw cards is going to hamper that with the size of our deck and the construction of it, really. It's really based around these ongoing cards cycling in and out, right? Discarding them, getting them back, using them up, maximizing how many we have out there for cybernetic enhancement, stuff like that. So, we'll have to see how that goes. New card comes out. It's not a villain. Okay, so I don't have to do anything about that. Good news. Okay, you can have Geokinesis. And of these, we'll get rid of Flight Wings because we kind of have that ability anyway. So there's 4, but we have to say goodbye to all of those first. So we'll put another ongoing card out. And then it's just 2, 4. We'll go ahead and get rid of Shadow Thief here, taking us down to 0 and getting ready for the next turn. So we're good over there. We got Releasing the Prisoners is ready to go, but we have to finish the villains that are out here first. 2 power. Let's look at that top card. Geokinesis can stay there. 5, 6, 7, 8. Spend a victory point to get to 9, 10. With 10, we'll say goodbye to Joker's daughter. And we have 3 left over. Yeah, Shapeshift can be useful when we get to a point where we need either low-cost cards like Atomica or a Crisis that needs like villains, and that one counts as a villain. New card comes out. Okay. First of all, Frankenstein time, which we're going to use to get Vic Stone back. Where is he? Ooh, I can get Zookeeper, not have to worry about those defenses anymore. But I think Vic Stone's the way to go right now. He's going to turn this game in our favor quickly and often. So Vic Stone for 2 VP. Call it a day. And we're at 4 power. We put down Nanda Prabhat, which allows us to put a card on top of our deck. Oh, wait, we can't use that against Johnny Quick. So what's a high power card? Savagery, probably. Yeah, I'll put Savagery on top of our deck. All right, so 4 power. 5, 6, 7, 8. I can destroy a card in my hand or discard pile if I wish. I'm good. We'll use the 8 to get rid of Copperhead. All the villains are gone, so that's the end of releasing the prisoners. These cards are gone. It's just us and Johnny Quick now. Let's see how it goes. All right, we can put the Colony down. Again, allowing us to put a card on top of our deck via Tempest. It's a high power card we can put over there. Frankenstein's a great option right now. Yeah, 4 power from Frankenstein. That's the way to go. 1 here, get a victory point. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When we spend that victory point, we'll get levels. We'll get Connor Kent. Connor Kent. New card coming out. We're filling up on ongoing cards here, though. First of all, Frankenstein gets the 4 power, and we can buy something from the destroyed pile again. What are we wanting? I do want the defensive Zookeeper. That's very tempting to me. Inertia's nice, too. Once during each of your turns, you may discard a card from your hand. If you do, draw a card. Ooh, that is nice. Tim Drake, though. Also very tempting. Okay, we're going to go for Joker's Daughter because I'm looking for ways to move through this deck quickly. So we'll spend 5 here, get 3 and change. Joker's Daughter is ours. We're at 4 power. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. With Cadmus Labs, we can put this back into our hands, play it again for 10, ending Johnny Quick. Okay. Then we'll do Energy Absorption, allowing us to draw a card. Do we want to destroy this? No, we do not. We do not want to destroy this. What we do want to do, though, is play Detonator. Right? Now, if I do that, I'll draw a card. We'll use Aqualad. Use Aqualad to put the card of our choice on top of our deck. That's going to be... Where's all my defenses? We got Porthole to Nowhere. That's what we want. We're going to use Porthole to Nowhere on top of our deck. That way we are prepared for this next villain. Ooh, okay, we got 2 ongoing cards. We've got Porthole to Nowhere. I'm looking forward to this hand. New Crisis. Hunted by the Crime Syndicate. I feel like I just gave up attack cards, too. So basically, we have to give this crisis 3 attack cards. We can give villains with attacks back to it immediately as soon as we buy them, but there are none in the lineup right now. Owlman, who we will defend against a porthole to nowhere. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw a card, then pay 1 VP, or then you may pay 1 VP. If you do, draw 2 additional cards. We're definitely going to draw 2 additional cards. Who doesn't want that 3-card advantage? Okay, so we have to get some attack cards out there. Molecular Vibration's going to hit the table. Right? That's going to trigger Tempest to put a card on top of our deck. And it's also going to trigger New Titan's Tower to draw a card. So there's that. We're going to put Detonator down, allowing us again to put a card on top of our deck. It's going to be Sniper Rifle. Then we're going to play Hawk and Dove, just 2 power. 3 power because there are 2 copies of Molecular Vibration and Detonator, so that's 3 power total. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 power, which we'll get to buy Geokinesis, bringing us down to 9, buying Teen Titans Tower, bringing us down to 1. Two, 3. I don't think there are any weaknesses floating around right now. No. There aren't. Or we'll discard the colony to get the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 power. That's a lot. That is a lot. We'll go ahead and get Cassie Sandsmark and level 7 here. All right, we have to get some attack cards out there. I believe we set it up so that we'd have 1. Gotta use Frankenstein to get some attack cards from the destroy pile. All right, new card comes out. All right, I know I've got 1 attack card here in my hand, but I'm going to start with Miss Martian, drawing 5 new cards. I don't know if that was the best idea, but we'll see. Tarot cards gets us to 2 with another victory point gained. We'll get level 7 out here. Bunch of locations. Good thing if City Destroyed comes out. 2, 4, 5. That counts as an equipment, which is important. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 power. Let's get rid of Lady Vic, bring us down to 6. We get Tamaran, bring us down to 0. Not much I can do here power-wise. Set that aside, put these back on top of our deck. Gotta get those attack cards out. Bunker, good to see that. So here's Sniper Rifle. And then Vic Stone comes out, drawing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards drawn. Really love that Vic Stone card. There's 1 attack card here. So there's 2 of the 3 we need. Let's draw a card with Silent Armor. There is our 3rd attack card of Jericho. That is the end of Hunted by the Crime Syndicate. I forgot we got Jericho via Permanent Eclipse. All right, so we've got options here. First of all, Magic Bracers for 1 power. Hawk and Dove, getting us to 4. Savagery, getting us to 7 when I spend this VP. 10 after Boomerang here. 11, 12 with Flight Wings. 13 for Cat-like Reflexes. That's the end of Owlman. Another victory point gained. Now I just want to set up the next turn. So we'll use Static here, discarding Nanda Prabhat so we can destroy a card. We'll go down another kick, sure. We'll get the colony back down, allowing us to put a card of our choice on top of our deck. There's no defense cards over here. Since there's no defense, I'll put Miss Martian over there as a chance to kind of customize the hand. And then Raven here gets us to 2, 3, 4, 5 power total. We'll go ahead and buy Bunker. Anything else I can do? Guess not. Okay, that's that. We have Porthole to Nowhere. Thank you. We've got Psychic Static. Put the top card of the main deck in the lineup. We'll do 2, 1 for the Crisis, 1 for the turn. When a superpower enters the lineup, put the top card of the main deck in the lineup. To beat, contribute 3 non-kick superpowers. 3 non-kick superpowers. Nick Necro. We will defend against his attack. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw a card. And I may spend a victory point to draw 2 more cards. We're doing that. Always going to do that if I can. Okay. So what we need now is we need Psychic Static on. So we need a bunch of superpowers. We'll start with Joker's Daughter, drawing 2 cards. We'll play Colony Suit, discarding the Colony to get the 3 power by an Acrobatic Suit, bringing us down to 2 power. 4 power with Nightmare Nurse. I don't think there is a 0 card, though. No. With that, we'll say goodbye to Shimmer. So we're back down to 0 power. But that's okay. We're going to play Connor Kent, putting 2 superpowers from our discard pile into our hand. You can see where that's going. That and Cat-like Reflexes. So there's 2. We're going to give him Energy Absorption, I think. Yeah, we'll just give up Energy Absorption just to end this. No more Psychic Static. I was hoping to keep 1 Energy Absorption, but there is plenty of other destruction in our deck that we're fine. Alright, we're at 3 power. 4, 5, 6. With Cadmus Labs, let's pick this up, put it down for 7. Get Aqualad down, which allows us to put a card on top of our deck. Put Vic Stone on top of our deck. At 7 power. We'll play Molecular Vibration to draw a card. Play Vic Stone for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards drawn. Oh, I don't want to do that yet. I'm sorry. No, don't do that yet. We're still at 7 power. We will draw a card of Molecular Vibration, though. We use Aqualad to put the card of our choice on top of our deck. We'll put Bunker there. We'll discard. Do I want to destroy anything of Detonator? Now I think we're good. We're in a good place. So now we're at 7. 8, 9, let's get all those ongoing cards back. This is where things get real crazy in the game. Where turns like this happen regularly. And now we're just looking at a ton of cards here. So we got 2 molecular vibrations. And by the way, all of these allow us to put cards on top of our deck. All of them. So I'm just going to, since I'm putting down more than 5 cards, I'm pretty much just going to pick the next hand I play. Yeah, I'll just put 5 cards down and call it a day. Because we're putting out 1, 2, 3, 4. I just put down molecular vibrations. Yeah, I can do even more than that if I wanted. We will. We'll keep going. I did 2 molecular vibrations, so we'll do a silent armor as well. I do want to change that order, though. Because I timed it perfectly so that Porthole to Nowhere was in the next hand. Okay. So we put all these down. We're at 9 power. And then we spend Cybernetic Enhancement to get to 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Goodbye, Nick Necro. 11 left over. I'll get Lasso of Lightning because that's really useful. So is Colony Suit. And that's it. That's our turn. I didn't even need to play Vic Stone. It would have ruined my next turn if I had played Vic Stone. And we set it up so that we have Porthole to Nowhere to defend ourselves with as needed. Our new crisis. Penalty is death. When you buy or gain a card, reveal the top card of the main deck. Destroy all cards bought or gained from the lineup with this cost. Contribute 3 cards of cost 5. Only got 1 in my hand here, and we'll do it. The grid. Each player reveals and gains, blah, blah, blah. We're just going to defend a Porthole to Nowhere. I can draw a card. I pay 1 VP to draw 2 more cards. New card comes out for the turn. And we need 5 cost cards. So here's 1. And here's a second one. And then we're going to discard Aqualad to put a 5 cost card on top of our deck. Like Nightmare Nurse. No real use for her right now. And then we're going to use, we'll use Silent Armor to draw a card. Boom, there's 3 5 cost cards. Before ever buying anything, we just beat the penalty is death. Not a real problem. This is what I was talking about, where the game was going to get to a state where things just take off. Okay. Bunker. Look at these 3 cards. Put 1 of each type into my hand. We'll put Ravager away and keep Frankenstein. We're going to go with a 4 power from Frankenstein. We can get something from the destroyed pile. Whatever happened to that ongoing villain? Did we not buy him? Zookeeper, that's what we want. We want Zookeeper because we want that defense. Just for those turns, I can't count on it. So 4 power. 5, 6, 7. 8, get a VP back. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's not even a reason for me to play my ongoing cards. We'll just say goodbye to Grid. Another victory point gained. And get ready for the next turn. Yeah, that'll do it. Just looking at my cards here, I was wondering if there was any way I could manipulate to get Porthole to Nowhere on top of my deck again, but I don't think there is. All right, no defense, so we will deal with whatever this is. Villains to Nowhere. Sorry, villains in control. I was thinking Porthole to Nowhere. Non-villain cards cannot be bought. Villains in the destroyed pile may be bought. Contribute 3 villains. Well, we're definitely buying things like Inertia and that other copy of Zookeeper to end that. Atomica. I need to. Each player discards all cards of cost 5 or greater. I don't have any right this second. I guess these all count, though, don't they? Yeah, these all have to be discarded. Most of them, at least. Well, that's good. That allows us to use his Tempest ability often. So, we can't play cards of cost 5 or greater. We need to get villains. So, Zookeeper hits the table. I'm actually not going to contribute him. We can put a card on top of our deck if we want, but these all cost too much, so we're not going to. We can't play them. In fact, let's not play Zookeeper yet. Let's instead play Colony Suit, getting the 3 power when I discard that. 4, spend a victory point to get to 5, 6. 7, 8. Let's look at this. I never put a card out this turn. 7, 8. Ooh, no. Reach Scarab can stay there. And 9, 10. So we can get 10 costs worth of villains. But I do really want Lady Vic. Another Lady Vic. Inertia sounds good. Zookeeper sounds good. So those are the ones I actually want. And there's a bunch of garbage ones in there, too. So we're going to get the other copy of Zookeeper for 1. He costs 2. We have 8 left over. We'll get Lady Vic, bring us up to 6. We have 4 left over. We'll get Black Mask for 2, bring us down to 2 left over. And Gizmo for 2, bring us down to 0 left over. So all those villains help us get them for villains in control. We'll put down Zookeeper, which triggers Tempest, to put Gizmo on top of our deck. All right. It's our turn. We contribute Gizmo. Cannot play this card. I can play the rest, though. We're going to play Colony Suit and discard a Detonator to get the 3 power. I can put cards I buy or gain on top of my deck, so that's good. 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 power, and I can put any cards I buy or gain on top of my deck. That's really good news, because I need 2 villains. So we'll get Gizmo. He goes on top of my deck. He costs 2, so I have 5 left over. Hive Agent. So we have 4 left over. And I think we'll get another Lady Vic. Is that it for now? You can always get even more of these via Frankenstein. So yeah, we'll get Lady Vic. We won't put her on top of our deck. And that's all we can play this turn. I guess I could have used Molecular Vibration to draw cards, but I was thinking I might need those when we get to Atomica. Here are, gotta put a card out. Here's 2 more villains. That is 3 villains, ending villains in control. All right, still can't play cards that cost 5 or greater, so those are out. We get 1 power from Shapeshift. Not going to push that any harder. And we're not going to go for Arsenal. We're good. New card comes out. All right, I can't play those, but I can play Bunker. Let's look at these 3. 1 card of each type into our hand. Can't play Frankenstein, so no point taking him. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 because of Molecular Vibration. Oh, that's so close that we're going to use Molecular Vibration to draw a card. Can't play it. Molecular Vibration to draw a card. 9. Detonator to destroy a card. Come on, be useful. We're at 9 power. We're going to destroy a copy of Black Mask here. Draw a card. Can't play it. We're stuck at 9 power. Oh, that's too bad. Okay, I tried. I got to 9 power. We can... Oh, I can't. I can only buy villains. Oh, wait, no, this is over. We can buy whatever we want now. Well, within reason. We'll buy Reach Scarab because it's useful, but it's not very good right now. But we have 2 left over to buy Bumblebee, so that's good. Alright, this would have been a great card right here if I could have it earlier. We'll put Aqualad down. Ravager's down, allowing us to destroy a card if we want, getting us to 2 power. If we destroy a card, we can draw a card, which would be really nice. So maybe we should focus on finding something to destroy. Probably a kick. The rest of it has some kind of purpose. I think we'll actually get rid of Static here. No, I might need him for a hero later. So, yeah, I think the kick is the answer. So we're going to destroy kick, which gets us to just 1 power still. Because we destroyed a card, though, we can put a card on top of our deck. Okay. No, because we destroyed a card, we can draw a card. That's what I'm trying to say. Because we destroyed a card, we can draw a card. Oh no, I just bent that card. I'll figure out what that is later. Hopefully not a Crisis 3 card. We're not playing Crisis 3. Oh no, we are. Shoot. Hopefully not a Crisis 3 card I bent. Alright, so we get to draw 1 card via Titan's Memorial. It's too much, I can't use it. We get a total of 4 power. That's it. We're not going to push it further than that. New card comes out. Gotta get to 10 power. Alright, I can use most of this. That's not much power. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Most I can get is 5, 6, 7. So we won't focus on that, but we will do... I'm going to save that Aqualad till we have a few more ongoing cards out there. And then use it to get Cybernetic Enhancement on top of our deck. So Detonator hits the board, allowing us to put the card of our choice on top of our deck. So that can be fine. Oh boy, then we would draw it right away. You know what? We can choose the order, right? We can draw a card and then put that on top of our deck. We'll put Lady Vic down. So we'll get Colony Suit for 1 power, but we're not buying anything. Get ready for next turn, where we have a Cybernetic Enhancement waiting for us. Okay, we're good. But I have Temptation. The Temptation is I can play Miss Martian and maybe beat it and have Porthole of Nowhere ready for the next villain. It's probably not worth the risk. So we're going to put Bumblebee down, which allows us to A, put a card on top of our deck, and B, draw a card. We're going to change the order, though. We're going to draw a card and then put a card on top of our deck. We'll put Black Orchid on top of our deck. We'll then play Cybernetic Enhancement here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power. And then 7, 8, 9 when we spend a victory point here. 10, that's goodbye to Atomica. So she's over. 2 power here. 4 power when we discarded this. 5 cards when we 5 for there, and then we'll get Coriander. And I purposely didn't play Vic Stone there, even though I could have, because we didn't need anything really. And I set it up so I have a defense card here. in Black Orchid. We're moving. Our new Crisis. Powerless. This one can hurt sometimes. All numbers in text boxes become 1. Contribute 4 cards of cost 1 or greater that do not have the word power in their text box. See how that goes. Ultraman. We will defend with Black Orchid. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, reveal and draw the top card of your deck. Gain VP equal to the VP value of this card. So that's 1. I'll take it. Okay. It's our turn. Gotta put a card out before the turn. We're going to give up Zookeeper to Powerless. We'll give up Bunker to Powerless. And we're going to give up Garfield Logan to Powerless. That's 3 of the 4 in one hand, so that's nice. Lasso of Lightning, 1, and we can put an ongoing card from our discard pile into our hand. There's got to be an ongoing that doesn't mention power in here. There is the Colony. Does not mention power. That is 4 cards that don't mention power, all playing just 1 card. So Powerless is ready to go, but we have to get rid of Mad Mod first. So we're at 1 power. 2 power and get a card from the destroyed pile. Grant Wilson sounds good. Nancy Sandsmark would be good too. What haven't we seen yet, though? I think I want another copy of Miss Martian, really. Ooh, or Daughter of Trigon. Yeah, let's get Daughter of Trigon. We're getting to that stage where cheaper villain sounds good. All right, so we're at 2 power. We're going to discard Aqualad, put the card of our choice on top of our deck. Put Cybernetic Enhancement on top of our deck. Well, this is not gone yet. And then we'll use Detonator to destroy a card. Almost there. And what do we want to destroy? I think we're good on Shameless or Static here. Or we'll get rid of Ravager. Static's more useful than Ravager. So that's gone. But that triggers Titan's Memorial to draw a card. This gets us 2, 3, 4 power. Goodbye Mad Mod. Goodbye Powerless. And those cards are all destroyed. 4 power is all we had. So we have 1 power left over. But that's okay. We'll move in on Ultraman real quick here. We got to get a VP for the villain we just destroyed. New card coming out. Level 7 goes down, which allows us to use Tempest ability to put Cybernetic Enhancement right back on top of our deck. You know what? No, let's get something else. Where did all my other ongoing cards go? You know, they probably got shuffled through already. Yeah, they probably did get shuffled through. Let's go with putting Teen Titans Go on top of our deck, because that's going to be really useful. So 1 power of tarot cards with a VP. 2 power, we'll discard level 7 to get the 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, look at this. We can keep that there. We'll get rid of Sons of Trigon. And I set it up so that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is it? Teen Titans Go in play here. Ready to do a pretty strong turn. We're going to do Joker's Daughter here, drawing 2 cards. Let's put New Titans Tower down. That's our first ongoing card. So we'll do this order. We'll put a card on top of our deck. And also draw a card. Now we're doing it. Okay, we're going to put Detonator down, which again hits Tempest. We'll put, where are you? Put Daughter of Trigon there. Put Tamaran down, allowing us to put another card on top of our deck. We'll put Vic Stone there. We'll put Lady Vic down, allow us to put another card on top of our deck. Do Silent Armor just to make sure I get Vic Stone. So we're at 2 power. I'm not at 2 power yet. I'm at 0 power. Anything I want to destroy? I don't think there is. I think we're doing all right. We're going to discard Lady Vic to get to 2 power. Yeah, I think we're good. We're doing just fine here. Nothing else I really want to discard, so we'll just go with it then. Now we're at 2 power. We get those ongoing cards back. Lots of them floating around in here. Did I get all of them? I think I did. I just realized something. I actually do want to draw a card. So I think we have to use Detonator before we do this. And we'll get rid of Flight Wings, which will allow us to draw a card. Then we'll do Teen Titans Go, which gets Detonator back. Very well. So again, we're at 2 power. We're going to draw a card, which is Vic Stone. And then we're going to get all these things back. So there's this. We'll get Frankenstein on top. There's this. We'll get Madame Xanadu on top. Level 7. Oh, wait, we already had Lady Vic, so that's actually 4 power so far. Oh, this is supposed to be my hand. We'll put Savagery out here. Put this down. You see where we're going here. Put Connor Kent down. Put this down. Put Cloak of Raven up there. Put this down. Boomerang. And I think we have to stop there just to keep the game moving. But another Lady Vic. Cadmus Labs joins the party. 5, 6, 7, because those Lady Vics there. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Goodbye, Ultraman, leaving us with 5 power. We'll buy Aqualad, bring us down to 3. And I think I'm going to use Vic Stone to try and... You know, I've got Zookeeper here. I keep having Zip Vic Stone, but no reason to use them, right? Because we're just generating all the power we need. I don't need a massive amount of cards on top of it. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. We've got Zookeeper, so I'm okay. New Crisis. A city destroyed. Put all locations in play and in the lineup into the lineup. I'm sorry, in play and the destroyed pile into the lineup. There's that. I think there might be some in the destroyed pile because we gave some to the Powerless Crisis. Any other ones floating around? No, there's probably a few more in the deck, I think. When a location enters the lineup from the main deck, destroy the top 5 cards of the main deck. Contribute 3 locations. Blight. We're just going to discard Zookeeper to deal Blight. And got to get a card out for the turn. And let's see what we can do. First of all, Madame Xanadu gets 2 power. Looking at this. Ooh, it's Azarath. Yeah, we put that at the bottom. I do not want a location to come out. So that's 2 power. 3, 4, 5 for Savagery. Put 2 superpowers into my hand. Six, 7, 8. Okay. we're going to get the colony here. I'm going to discard Aqualad to put the colony back on top of my deck. Wait, no, don't do that. No. We'll discard Aqualad to put Vic Stone on top of my deck. So again, it's 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We bought 5 costs, so we have 3 left over. 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, 1, 2. Yeah, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to get 9, 10, and all those ongoing cards back. Wait, no, we're at 8. Sorry, before we go any further, we're at 8. We're going to buy level 7. Then get all those ongoing cards back. There's so many. Okay. So, 8, we bought level 7, so we have 1 left over. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. With that 7, we're going to buy Tamaran here. We're going to contribute level 7. We're going to play Bumblebee, which allows us to put a card on top of our deck with Tempest there. We'll put down 2 copies of Aqualad, allow us to put 2 more cards on top of our deck if we want. Put the colony down. Oh, wait, no, we're contributing the colony. We'll put Zookeeper down, allow us to put another card on top of our deck. And 2 copies of Lady Vic, so if we want, we can put 2 more cards on top of our deck. I think we're good. Yeah, that'll do it. We're all set to end this next turn. New card comes out. All right, here's Tamaran. Let's go ahead and draw 2 cards. Let's draw another card. So we're going to put Molecular Vibration down, which allows us to put a card on top of our deck like Teen Titans Go. See where this is going. All right, start discarding. 2, 4, 5. We'll discard Aqualad to put Savagery on top of our deck. Discard another Aqualad to put Madame Xanadu on top of our deck. Discard Molecular Vibration to draw a card. So 5, 6, 7. Look at this. It can go to the bottom of the deck. With our 7, goodbye, Lady Vic. That means everything's set up to end a city destroyed. With our 7, we'll buy New Titan's Tower back. 11. I'm sorry, 7 minus 5, that's 2. Then we get to 6, buying Titan Memorial back, bringing us back down to 2, but also getting a card from the destroyed pile. I want to get Bunker back for 1. So we're at 2 power. A city destroyed is gone. Vic Stone. We're just going to draw 2 cards. 3. Spend this to get the 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's get all those ongoing cards back. Lots of moving this stuff around. So 7 power. New Titan's Tower goes down. We'll put Porthole to Nowhere down. We'll put Molecular Vibration down. We'll put Bunker down. Alkalad. We'll put Cloak of Raven down. Another Aqualad. We'll put Connor Kent down. I'm going to stop putting cards over there because it's getting insane. Thank you, Tempest. Then we got Cybernetic Enhancement. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Goodbye, Blight. Bring us down to 6. We had Daughter of Trigon, which we could have used more of, I suppose. We'll use the 6 by Azarath, Metreon, Zinthos. Move on to next turn, where we have a defense card ready, as well as Zookeeper out. Oh, and Reach Scarab. So can't really go wrong here. New Crisis. Trinity War. At the start of your turn, put a card that matches the cost of a card in the lineup from your hand into the lineup. Contribute 4 different cards of cost 3. I don't have any right now. I think I destroyed all my kicks. 4 different cards of cost 3. Felix Faust, who we will defend against, but with what? I didn't get my VP for the last villain. Hold on. We will use Reach Scarab. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw 2 cards. You may put an ongoing card from your discard pile into play. Yeah, we'll put Azarath, Metreon, Zinthos into play. Really filling up this area, right? Okay, at the start of our turn, we have to put a card out there. We have to also add a card for the turn. So there's 1, 2, 4, and 6 out there. We'll put this 4 out there, non-number bot. Okay. So we need cards of cost 3. We're going to start by doing Porthole to Nowhere for 2 and discarding Lady Vic to get to 4. And we're actually going to buy a kick. Then we're going to use Connor Kent here to get 2 superpowers into my hand. We got 2 in my hand here. Here is 2 3-cost cards so far. We've got a kick and Molecular Vibration. So that's 4. We have 1 power left over. We can discard this. You can put I put a card of cost 4 or less from my discard pile into my hand. Madame Xanadu, I don't want to see her go, but I might have to. Yeah, Madame Xanadu it is, so that goes into our hand and we contribute it. And then we use Bunker here. Bunker here is going to help us. Actually, before we do Bunker, we're going to use Detonator to destroy a card. I don't really want to destroy anything. I'm going to destroy Coriander. We don't really need her. It's just a fun card. The idea is that I don't really need the Detonator so much, and it triggers Titan's Memorial to draw a card before we even use Bunker. So we still have 1 power, I believe, right? Because we got to 4, we spent 3, so we have 1 power. We're drawing a card for Titan's Memorial. Then it's Bunker's turn. Looking at these 3 cards. 1 of each type. 1 equipment. Contributed ending. Wrong button. Wrong ending. Yeah, we contributed that to Trinity War. Ending Trinity War. So that is that. So we still have 1 power left over. 4. 5, 6, 7. Spend a victory point to get to 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. Discarded that. That is enough to say goodbye to Felix Faust. We have 0 power. Anything else we want to do? I see no reason to push it. Let's just discard our hand and get ready for the next turn. Actually, is there a defense card over there? There is there's Poor Hold and Nowhere. Actually, I might have played that this turn, so maybe not. We still have Zookeeper. There's not an attack anyway. It's the final villain. We know who it is. It's Crisis Mazah. All right, our new final crisis is Murder Machine. Okay, put the top card of the main deck in the lineup. We did? When an equipment enters the lineup, each player destroys the top card of their deck. There goes Daughter of Trigon. Contribute 4 equipment. We have to do a second one, too. Arsenal. Okay, and then Crisis Mazah. At the start of your turn, discard a random card from your hand. He costs 1 more to defeat this turn for each card of this type in the lineup and destroyed pile. You may buy cards from the destroyed pile of cost 1 or greater. That's very good. We can help. That can help us. We can get through this quickly, I think. All right, if the discard a random card, and it's going to be an equipment, unfortunately. So he costs 14, 15, 16. What else we got? 17. 18. Not that bad, actually. 19, 20. 21, 22. He costs 22 this turn. That's not bad. I've seen much worse. All right. So we're going to start. We're going to play Azarath, Metreon, Zinthos. And with that, we're going to trigger Tempest to put a card of our choice on top of our deck, and then New Titan's Tower to draw a card. See how that goes? We're going to give up Lasso of Lightning and Colony Suit to Murder Machine. We're going to use Vic Stone early on here to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards drawn. All right, here's a Magic Bracers. That's 3 equipment. And I don't think we're going to need tarot cards, so there's 4 equipment. Ending our final crisis. No more Murder Machine. And if I remember correctly, cost 22, but we just added more equipment. So he actually costs 14, 15, 16. Let's recount it. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Come on. 23, 24, 25, 26. He costs 26. We're at 0 power. He costs 26. Let's see what we can do. All right, we're going to get 3 power from Hawk and Dove. We're having 2 Aqualads. We're going to use an Aqualad to put a card of our choice on top of our deck. We're going to put a bunker there. We'll use another... Actually, no. No. We're going to use Azarath, Metreon, Zinthos to put bunker into our hand. And Aqualad to put... Azarath, Metreon, Zinthos back on top of our deck. Okay, so we're at 3 power. Let's go ahead and draw 2 cards. Azarath, Metreon, Zinthos goes down, allowing us to put another card on top of our deck. Put Lady Vic there. So that's 3 power. bunker here. Oh, that's 2 Lady Vicks. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right, 3 power. Another Lady Vic goes down. We'll put Hunter Kent on top of our deck. That's 3 power. Hold on, I'm just really thinking. Discard Aqualad. Put another card on top of our deck. Puts I guess we'll put Porthole to Nowhere there. Still at 3 power. Discard this 4, 5, 6. We can destroy a card. No real point in Silent Armor anymore. We can use Azeroth, Metreon, Zinthos to put another card in front of us. It's going to be Lady Vic. We put it down. We play it again to get the 7/8. Use Molecular Vibration to draw a card. All right, that's 8 power. 9 if we discard an ongoing card. 10, 11. 12, 13. 14, 15, discard an ongoing card. And we can destroy a card and get to 16. We can say goodbye to Reach Scarab. No more defense needed. 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. Let's get all those ongoing cards back. Every last one of them. Boom. Boom. Boom, 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 bam, bam. Lots of them, lots of them. Draw a card. Actually, before we do that even, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. We surpassed it, but let's do it anyway. Molecular Vibration. Put 2 of them back into our hands. Boom. 34, spend a victory point to get to 36. 37, 38, 39, 41 points. I could go even higher. Let's do it. And 45. I can get them from the destroy pile. We're good. We're good. 45 power is more than enough for the cost of Crisis Mazah in this really interesting game. I really dug how Tempest worked. He worked so well that there were points where I just skipped using his ability. I really leaned into the you may put cards on top of your deck because I would plan my entire next hand. I put 5 cards on top of my deck after playing 5 ongoing cards in one turn. And then I couldn't, I didn't want to put more because then it would override the 5 cards I already put down. I would have to play, plan 10 cards in advance and plan the next two hands if I wanted to, but that was too far out. I don't know what's going to happen the next turn. I don't know what the new crisis is. I don't know what the new villain's going to do. So Tempest's ability was almost too good. He deserves a higher ranking in the league. He deserves to be played more. Clearly, he's going to lean better into Crisis 4 and Teen Titans with the ongoing ability, with the ongoing cards, with ability locked to ongoing cards. But regardless, very powerful stuff. And I really enjoyed playing him. Wow. Yeah, that's our second of 3 attempts. We have one more attempt coming up probably tomorrow night. We'll see how that goes, see how I feel after work. But Crisis Mazah went down no problem, and a relatively decent-sized deck for a Crisis 3 game. I usually have a lot lower ones than this. But then again, Teen Titans is a larger base set, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, it shows in Crisis games, and they're a little bit larger at the end. So, if you enjoy the videos, if you enjoy the league, if you enjoy any of that stuff, and you want to support those efforts, feel free to check out the Etsy store, where we got things like the official league mat, as well as stickers, pins, all sorts of good stuff. Anything you're looking for, I've probably got it there. We have the stickers and pins are also available within the Patreon, where you get things like mid-round results, sneak peeks of upcoming rounds, members-only rounds between seasons. Again, all sorts of good stuff, a lot of fun. I really enjoy running the leagues. It's a lot of fun. I love playing in it even more and talking to other players about it as well. So if you're not familiar with it, if this is your first time jumping in, it's basically a semi-competitive way of playing the DC deck building game and its Crisis expansions by ranking people based on like the size of the main deck at the end of the game, how many weaknesses they had, stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. Check it out. You'll probably enjoy it. If you enjoyed the video, if you enjoy this game in general, you'll probably like it. That's all I've got for the night. I really appreciate you all watching and playing and checking back for more. Thank you, and you all have a good night.